246 years ago, this July 4th, the Declaration of Independence was signed and our nation was born. The United States of America, established on the principles written in the Declaration of Independence, was founded on the belief that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. As our nation grew and developed, a constitution was written and eventually ratified on June 21st, 1788. But we continued to develop and evolve. December 15th, 1791, the leadership of the young United States of America ratified the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. The First Amendment, explaining that while we are all endowed by our Creator, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. This First Amendment includes the Establishment Clause, which prohibits the government from establishing a religion. It also includes the Free Exercise Clause, which protects our right to practice our religion as we please, as long as our religion does not run afoul of public morals or a compelling governmental interest. On Monday, the Supreme Court, by a vote of 6-3, undermined the Establishment Clause by ruling that a Washington state public school district violated the First Amendment rights of a high school football coach when he lost his job after praying openly with members of his team on the field before crowds. The majority on the court, despite the public nature of the coach's actions, argued that the coach's right to freely and privately practice his religion was violated. And as such, the decision to fire the coach was an act that was seen by the court as hostile toward the coach's religion. Last Friday, by a vote of 5-4, the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade, eliminating the constitutional right to abortion that was established by the court itself in 1973. Through Roe versus Wade, which affirmed that the right to abortion is a fundamental liberty protected by the 14th Amendment of the Constitution that protects the right to privacy. In the majority ruling, Justice Alito writes that any state regulation of abortion is valid, assuming such bans serve the state's interests, which include respect for and preservation of prenatal life at all stages of development, the elimination of gruesome and barbaric medical procedures, and the prevention of discrimination on the basis of race, sex, or disability, including banning abortion in cases of an abnormality with the fetus. Judaism teaches me that life is sacred and must be cherished. Judaism teaches me that the birth of a child is sacred and has established beautiful rituals celebrating birth and welcoming new life into this world. As Jews, we are urged to be fruitful and multiply to bring new life into this world. In Deuteronomy 30, verse 19, we are taught to choose life because life is beautiful. However, Judaism accepts the fact that tragically, sometimes, for various reasons, an expectant mother finds that her health, her well-being, her very life is in jeopardy because of her pregnancy. Judaism also accepts the fact that, again, tragically, sometimes, for various reasons, it is determined by medical experts that a fetus does not have the ability to survive or thrive once it is born into this world. In these cases, Judaism says abortion is not just permissible, it is a means by which we preserve the sanctity of the life of an expectant mother and prevent the terrible suffering and indignity of forcing life on a fetus incapable of embracing life in this world. On Monday, the Supreme Court undermined the Establishment Clause to protect the religious beliefs of a public school coach. Last Friday, the Supreme Court not only stripped women of their constitutionally protected right to privacy and ability to control her own body. The majority of justices imposed their religious views regarding the sanctity of life, and in doing so, stripped Jewish women of their right to work with their health professionals, consult with their rabbis, and rely on their own religious traditions to make monumental choices about life. This ruling is hostile toward the Jewish tradition. The court has sent a chilling message. A public school coach can impose his religious values on the field. A pregnant woman cannot invoke her religious and or personal beliefs when making decisions about life with her doctor in the privacy of an exam room. So what do? For me, this July 4th, I turn to the Pledge of Allegiance that reminds us that we are one nation under God. Whose God that is? Well, our Constitution makes it clear it's not up to our government or our courts to tell us. When they do so, they threaten what it means to be indivisible. And they remind us that enshrined in the Bible, in our Torah, is the teaching, tzedek, tzedek tirdof, justice, justice you shall pursue. So again, what do? With great strength and passion and persistence, we pledge to each other that in this country, we uphold liberty and justice for all. Shabbat Shalom. I hope to see lots of you tonight at 6:30.